Barrett Brooks, Rob Ellis, Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. Gunner's going to be joining us momentarily. We see everybody on the stream. Tyler, Yacht, Brandon, Mr. Taz. What's up, Derek? What's up, Frank? What's up, Jeremy? Oh, B, you got the hoodie on. You got
I got to rock the hoodie.
Mama Brooks created that, right?
Yes, she did. You know what I'm saying?
Stand up. Give me a little bit because I got to see the ah-da-da. There's an ah-da-da on there, right?
Yeah, right here. You know what I'm saying? Ah-da-da, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Ah-da-da.
NFL established 1995. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. She did a good job on that, man.
Yeah, man. She, you know what I'm saying? She hooked me up, bro. She said, you got to make sure you get ah-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows it's yours. You know,
you do have to copyright that for real.
Yeah,
man. That's no joke. By the way, I love the fact that she watches every day. She jumps in the chat. Like, that is so cool, man. I'm serious.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I love the fact that the stream interacts with her. She loves you all. You know what I'm saying? She definitely loves you all. Even though y'all be giving me shit all the time, she still loves everybody in the stream, man. She loves you guys. So I mean, this is what makes this show fun. The people we interact with, talking to you guys, and I get a lot of my stuff from you all. So just so you guys know.
That's it. You're providing content, man.
Yeah, it just doesn't stop here. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the voice. You know what I'm saying? Half the time that I come up with the concepts and stuff, man, it comes from you guys. You're not gonna get paid for it, but I'm gonna take it from y'all. I appreciate y'all.
I like it. So a couple things. I see people already jumping in on this. I see Dion Walker. Yeah, Kelly Green. So if you didn't hear. And by the way, we're gonna have Chris Franklin. Looking forward to it. I don't think we've had Chris on the show, man. So that's cool. I like that we're gonna be talking to Chris. He's gonna be joining us. He's at the owners' meetings, and Chris does an awesome job covering the birds for NJ.com. Anyway, so Chris is gonna be joining us at 1 o'clock. But so one of the things that came down yesterday, Barrett, was that the Eagles have been approved for the Kelly Green alternate jersey this year. So that will be incorporated.
Unbelievable, love it.
Yeah, so we were talking about this during the pre-show meeting, but let everybody know. So your last year, there's Mama Brooks. What's up, Mama Brooks? Hi, Mama. There she is. He's rocking the shirt. Mrs. Brooks. He's got it. Or the hoodie. Your last year was the last year of the Kelly Greens, right, Barrett? Before
absolutely.
They transitioned
I was in 1995. I was the first year of new ownership and everything with Mr. Lurie. And, that year was 1995 where we still had Kelly Green and Gary.
Oh, so your first year was the last year of the Kelly Green.
Yes. So once he changed, once he got new ownership, we played that year. And then the very next year, that's when we went to the midnight green and, changed the color scheme up. And I remember when we did it, I thought it was innovative. I thought it was hot. But now that I've been without it for so long, I was like, you know what? I want to get back to that Kelly Green and gray. It was nothing like it, man. It just reminds me a lot of the decided advantage we had playing inside the vet. I mean, the vet was just a place nobody wanted to play.
Yep.
We didn't want to play in it, let alone somebody else playing it. So that's that whole first year, me playing with Randall Cunningham. For me, can you imagine being a rookie and you're sitting there in the huddle, and right across from you at the left tackle, the quarterback's right there where you are, and I'm looking straight at him, and it's Randall Cunningham, the ultimate weapon.
Yeah,
I'm looking at him. I got Ricky Waters. I got Guy McIntyre as my left guard. I got Ryler McKenzie.
You had some heavy hitters, man, on that.
Oh, it was crazy. Like Guy McIntyre was on those Super Bowl winning.
Oh yeah, Niners teams. Joe Montana, that whole crew, Steve Young,
all those guys, Clark, all those guys. You know what I mean? I had him. Guy McIntyre. I had Ryler McKenzie was one of the original Hogs.
Yep.
From
Joe Gibbs days. Yep.
He was my center. Yep. I had Lester Holmes, who was first round pick with the Eagles. He
solid career. He was better with the Raiders.
Right.
Career. Yep.
I also had Joe Panos. He was also the right guard. They went out, and I had
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's finest. Then I had Antone Davis.
Let's keep it moving after Antone. And by the way, Coach Marcus jumps in. He's right. That should qualify you for way more insurance.
Right. We should have Coach on, man. We should have Coach on.
Yeah.
Do we have a guest at 12:30?
We have, what do we have? Chris Franklin. Chris Franklin's at 1. Greg Murphy's at 1:30. No, we can do 12:30. Well, yeah. Marcus, if you want to hook it up with Tone, or Tone, you want to hook it up with Coach Marcus, we'll make it happen. So we'll get that going.
So 12:30, Coach Marcus, come in to me because he, we text back and forth throughout the day about things going on with the Eagles organization, and how it affects what they have going on. I mean, he would be an interesting perspective on this running back thing, especially when you're talking to when you're talking to
Chris
about
Trey Sermon. You're talking,
about. Trey Sermon. Yeah, we're talking about the running back situation with Trey Sermon and everything. So he'd probably be good to talk. I'm gonna send it to you now, Tom.
All right, we're gonna make it happen. He's good. Yeah, he just showed up in the chat. He's good. All right, so we'll definitely make that happen. So just Tone, Barrett, get Tone the connection for Coach Marcus, and we'll make it happen. All right, so let's stay with that for a minute. So CJGJ, Barrett, he's always one. He's got the antenna up all the time, man. So I don't know if you got a chance to see this. So Dan Sileo had Seth on yesterday, Seth Joyner. And Seth basically said the thing that pisses me off about the whole thing regarding CJGJ now is the media wants to make him out to be a cancer. So that's what Seth said on Dan Sileo's show yesterday. So then CJGJ,
and he's saying what he's seeing, and he's kind of on his side, right? He's saying it like he's on CJGJ's side. Right?
He is. Oh, Seth absolutely is, no question.
Right.
And then CJGJ responds on Twitter, "My character was never a problem in Philly. Came to work every day, played my ass off for that city. Now I'm a cancer, LOL, because I wouldn't talk to media in locker room or give them a BS story to write. Let's talk facts." All right. So a couple of things. I don't know that he's being made out to be a cancer. I think, and I respect Seth's opinion, but I think that's a little bit strong. Mm-hmm. I think he misplayed the market. I'm not even talking about his character. I think he misplayed and his agent misplayed, or whoever just misread this thing when it comes to what he was going to get. And it seems like he got a better offer from the Eagles than he did ultimately with the Lions, but that's the offer that he chose to go with because the Eagles had pivoted, as Howie said, off of it. I'm not getting into the whole cancer thing. I certainly have never heard that, but I just think that he misread the market, period.
I'm going to give you one better than that. I'm going to give it to you the way the Philly fans are thinking. Excuse me, Mom. Please forgive me. The fans are like, fuck him now. That's all it is to it. It has nothing to do with anything other than, all right, you made your bed. You chose to go to Detroit. Yeah. Stay in Detroit. Just don't worry about what we talking about now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think there is.
I mean, that's the only thing it is. It has nothing to do with what his production was on the field. We wanted him back in the worst way. In fact, he was the number one guy that everybody wanted back. Consensus was to bring back him, bring back this young, talented, who hasn't even hit a ceiling yet, hadn't even scratched the surface on how good he could be as a corner, as a safety in the league. We just wanted him back. We didn't care. Come hook or crook, we wanted CJGJ back. Mm-hmm. He was the main focus in the offseason of the fans. Evidently, it was the same way with the Eagles also. It didn't get done. He bet on himself and misread what he thought was going to be a very lucrative deal with him being leading the NFL or tied with the NFL in interceptions, and didn't come out on top. Didn't come out the way he wanted. Okay, then that's cool then. But then we gave you a deal that's more lucrative than the deal you got, but you chose not to come here. So at this point, we don't care about anything else. That's all it is to it.
Right.
And I said before, I don't know about what he was in that locker room. I don't know why they chose to go in a different direction. I don't know why he chose to go in a different direction. But since he's gone now, these Philly fans are not going to, talk well about you since you just left them. They're just not going to do that.
Well, he also has rabbit ears, man. He hears everything that's
and that could be a fault.
That's a huge fault. Every single thing. Like
that's
first of all,
huge.
And I don't mean this is not a knock at fans, but like if you're a player and you're that worried about what fans are saying or whatever, then that's an issue. You got to be able to, and it's harder now with social media. There's no doubt than it was back in the day, but you got to be able to put blinders on to an extent. And look, handle your business however you want to handle it, but I find it strange that he's so concerned about everything that's said about him. That's just
it's the new wave of these young athletes, man. Social media, and it's because there's so much money that's involved with social media. You can monetize yourself, and every word you say, you can make money on it.
Yeah,
and that's the way of the world now. Digital world has opened up so many streams of revenue that I understand why they do what they do. Yeah. But the same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Right. You can't always, you can't think that you can, stay on that line and stay in between the line and think that, it's not gonna deviate either way, for a success, for us, shortcomings. It's gonna take and pick and ravage all that apart that's in you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make you look like a hero, but it also makes you look like you're the worst villain ever. You're never going to be able to just stay centered on that line, man. And that's the problem. That's the problem.
And the other thing, and the last thing I'll say is, I don't care what your situation is. It doesn't do you any good to have your agency tweeting out numbers of deals and saying, what's better, what isn't, and all that. Like, that's unprofessional, in my opinion.
It's definitely unprofessional. What if he has to go back and that same? What if he says, all right, what does he do with Wagner did? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Bobby Wagner wants to go back, and he went back to the Seattle Seahawks. Mm-hmm. Well, what if they wanted him to come back? They're not going to deal with that agency now. Right. After they, backbite him. We all know that Howie keeps receipts. Howie takes everything personal. We know this. So you really think at this point that they're going to allow him to come back? Come on, man. Yeah. I mean,
I hear you.
His agency's going to regret it because he's not probably, they're not probably going to negotiate with any of their players anymore. Number one, kind of the same thing they have with Ben Simmons and his
Clutch, which he's not with anymore, by the way. They
Clutch
dumped
Sports. Yeah. Remember the same thing kind of happened.
Yeah, so what Rich Paul, there was a rumor that they were going to not, because Rich Paul also represents Tyrese Maxey, that it was going to make it so much harder on every guy that Rich Paul, he was going to try and stick it to the Sixers. Like, give me a break. But I hear you. Hey, I'll throw this at you. You'll appreciate this because you tell the stories of your days at Kansas State where you were, giving blood the night before games just to make, a couple bucks. Right. Listen to this. I just saw this before we went on. So, NIL, name, image, likeness. People know what that is. So players can be paid now, okay? College players, amateurs. So listen to these numbers, Barrett. These are the top 5 paid athletes going into the 2023 season, okay? This is what these guys are making in college football. It's college football. Arch Manning going to Texas. He's the grandson of Archie Manning. He's the son of Cooper, who's the oldest brother. He's the nephew of Peyton and Eli, okay?
Yep.
He's going to make $3.7 million.
I saw that.
Caleb Williams, the stud from USC quarterback.
Yep.
Who's going into his junior year. $2.6 million. Travis Hunter, who's the kid who transferred from Jackson State to Colorado with Deion. He actually plays both ways. He's more of a defensive back, but he will play receiver too. 1.7. Shedeur Sanders, who's Deion's son, the quarterback now at Colorado. 1.5. Drake May, the kid from North Carolina, who I think is a stud. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a sophomore this year. It's redshirt sophomore. 1.5. I mean, these guys are making serious coin now, man. This isn't just a little, hey, go to McDonald's. Like, no, you can set yourself up for life.
Bro, you know what I got? The only thing that I got, it's not illegally, but I got it from like boosters. I get a free meal every once in a while, go to the house, eat a free meal or something like that.
Right.
Maybe $20 here or there.
Yeah.
But I got a Honda Elite scooter, 250.
Okay.
And I got a twin size waterbed. That's the extent of what I got from that university. Are you kidding me?
I can't even see you on a twin bed, first of all. Let's start there.
A waterbed.
You were on a twin? Oh, my God.
Twin waterbed. They make twin waterbeds. Yeah. I had a twin waterbed in college, and I used to ride on a Honda. It come rain, sleet, or snow. I'd be on my Honda Elite scooter going to practice, bro. Yeah. And I did have a motorcycle license, and they would pull me over, and I'd tell them, "Look, man, what do you want me to do? I mean, I can't do it." And they would let me go. They'd mess with me every once in a while, but that's the extent of what I got. I mean, I heard about Nebraska players getting cars, and I remember Illinois when they had Marcus Liberty and those guys.
Oh God, yeah.
They all had those Typhoons, all 5 of the starters had typhoons in Illinois. And here, what do I get? A Honda Elite scooter.
Yeah, times have changed, my friend.
Right. That's the extent of what I got, bro.
They are changing. Yeah, that is for sure. All right, so a couple other odds and ends, Barrett. Sixers are home to take on the Mavs tonight, 7:30. We'll get into them a little bit more later, but they're down to 7 games left. They're 5 back in the East. You know, you can forget the 1 seed. It's you got to really watch out now for Cleveland sort of coming up, from behind on them.
Yeah.
Phillies play tomorrow. It's the season opener. They're at Texas. I mentioned we're going to talk to Greg Murphy at 1:30. Greg does the pre and post radio, and he also does games too on the radio as well sometimes. Greg Murphy's going to join us. We'll talk about the Phillies. Here's something that you honestly like. I legitimately, genuinely feel bad for this guy. So Rhys Hoskins tears his ACL last week.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically enough, tomorrow, as the Phillies are opening their season in Texas, he's also going to be in Texas getting his ACL fixed. Like, that's tough, dude. Can we just hold off till Friday? Like, let him just chill and watch the game. And then when the Phillies are off Friday, let him get his knee done. But he's going to be getting his ACL repaired as they're having their season opener. It's tough, man. I know they're making a lot of money and all that, but these guys are human beings.
Bro, it is tough, man. I remember when I had my injury, when I ripped my quad muscle from my patella tendon, my entire quad muscle rolled up like when somebody rips their bicep. Yeah, my whole quad muscle rolled up in my leg, and I did it. It was like a quarter of the way into the second quarter. You know, the second quarter just started. I did it, and all of a sudden they wheeled me off. I went in, took a shower, went straight to the hospital. And I was done and out of surgery when the credits were going up on the game. Oh, they got me in there immediately.
Damn, bro. That is fast, man.
Yeah, man, because they said they didn't want, everything to start, staying up there. They wanted to pull the muscle down immediately, so they could make sure they would
the healing process a little bit quicker that way.
Yeah, yeah. So it was crazy, man. So I understand, man. I mean, he's trying to get it done. Usually it takes a little longer to get ACLs done. Usually they wait, don't they? I mean, I've seen guys wait like 2 weeks.
As long as the swelling's down, and his must have, what had happened a week ago? It must have gone down pretty well. I guess it'll be 7 or 8 days since the injury. Maybe that's enough time. But you're right. Sometimes, like Brock Purdy had to wait like 3 weeks till the swelling went down in his elbow.
Yep. So that's crazy that he got it done that fast.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a tough one for him. I absolutely feel bad for the guy. All right. So we mentioned the jerseys, and the Eagles are going to wear the Kelly green at least once this year. Let me ask you, and maybe I might be kind of interested to ask you in terms of the uniforms that you wore, but what's your favorite jersey out there, man? What's your favorite uniform or color scheme or whatever? What would be
for the Eagles? I like. My favorite jersey combination that I played in, out of all the teams I played for, my favorite one was actually the Kelly green jersey and the gray pants. Yeah, with the green helmet.
Yeah, that's a good look.
I love that look, bro. It was an amazing look.
There he is,
amigos.
Look who it is. The long lost stranger. He is washed up on the shore. What is happening, Gunner?
Hello, Derek. How are you today?
Well, Rob, good afternoon there, Barrett.
I hope all is well with you. I'm glad you're back. Thank you for coming.
Barrett had told me after the show yesterday, he said, D-Gun, why don't you just take off Wednesday? I can't deal with you today. And I said, you sure, Barrett? Did I offend you? He goes, D-Gun, yeah, I just had a little bit too much here. I can't handle you today. I said, but
wait, what is this? I was very nice coming into this. I didn't even say anything or dig at you.
He did. He was good. He didn't say a word.
That's when you know it's coming. See, I know him.
He's storing it all up.
I can't trust him.
He's ready to come in and pounce.
You ever have people say, contractors and stuff, plumbers, oh yeah, we'll be here such and such date between such and such time, right? Well, I was expecting this contractor tomorrow to check some siding on my house and stuff. And when we did the show meeting, as you guys know, I was on the road running errands for my wife. I pull up. He's here. I'm like, you're supposed to be here Thursday. He goes, yeah, a couple of jobs canceled, so I just thought I'd come. I'm thinking, what? You just thought no warning, nothing, just show up.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to not even text you or call
you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm going through the same thing today. Well, so today I said I was talking to this guy. I got to get something done here. I got a leak. It's nothing major, but I said, look, just not 12-3. I'm up early. You want to come early? Great, man. Let's have at it. You want to come after 3? I'm good. Give me any time. Don't you know the guy comes back? Yeah, man, 12-3 is the only time I can do tomorrow because I got jobs. I'm like, all right, dude. I mean, I don't know what else I'm supposed to say to you at this point. But okay.
You can't look a gift horse in the mouth, man.
It's right, and they're so hard to get the period. I got to take it when I can get it. You know,
if you cancel, it might be 2 to 3 weeks later before they put you back in. Or here's my favorite: when you're having something delivered, like furniture or appliance or something, and they give you this window. Oh, it can be between 8 and noon. Yes. So you get up at 7. They show up at 2:30.
Or it could be between 2023 and 2028.
Yes,
we'll get one of those years. Like,
and we're not going to tell you when we're coming. You better be home though.
Yeah.
Or else it goes back to the warehouse.
The really worst is trying to book a doctor's appointment or something. Or, I mean, you can get a dentist. You can get a dentist anytime. Dentists will always have an appointment for you, bro. I don't know, but people just hate to go to the dentist because anytime you want a dentist appointment, you can get it right then and there. But I cannot, for the life of me, schedule a doctor's appointment, man. It's like 3-4 months.
It is
the soonest one.
You're so right.
Yes.
And we pay for it. And in Canada, they wait like 6 to 8 months. You know what I'm saying? But it's free though.
It's free healthcare.
You know what, Barry? It's funny that argument comes up all the time. Man, I wish we had medical like Canada. I said, no, you don't, because it's free. But just like Barry said, man, it could be 6. I've had friends from Canada, 6 to 8 months before you can get in a doctor's appointment. Yeah. And what if you have like a debilitating injury, like you're dealing with a cancer or something like that, and you need a checkup? You can't get in. Really?
It's ridiculous, bro. I mean, ridiculous. Your arm might fall off or something before you can even get the surgery, man. What was wrong with you, man? So it's ridiculous, man. It's definitely ridiculous.
Hey, on a more positive note,
you have some positivity.
What
you said on a positive note? I'm trying to figure out what your positivity is.
I'm glad you brought that up, Mr. Brooks.
Here we go.
No, because I just want to bring something to light here. Whenever I take a dig at Mr. Brooks, Mr. Ellis is always there to defend him. There goes Gunner, backdooring him again. Bear takes a shot at me. He giggles like a Cheshire cat. He just sits there. Don't say no.
I have no. You guys are like my children. I have no favorites. I love you.
Right. But even your family, they see how you pick on me, bro. They see how you pick on me, man. So that's why they're always in my corner, man. They see how you pick on me.
It is true, but I would never admit it publicly. But back to
what I am waiting for?
What?
I gotta go off my diet today.
Oh, what's going on?
Why? What happened?
Because
the White Castle.
I'm having White Castles. They're on their way right now.
What do you mean on their way? The frozen White Castle?
No. One of my workers for my company went up to
very
Central
nice
Jersey to visit one of our clients that we have, one of our patients up there. And I told him, oh, you going where? There it is. Then I need 3 surf and turfs and I need 3 double cheeseburgers.
Well, that's a weakness because you didn't have to have them bring them back. Plus, on top of that, by the time you get them back to you, they're going to be cold, man.
Did D-Gun, me.
That doesn't stop him.
Did that ever? But D-Gun sat there and watched me.
I did. I almost threw up.
Cold White Castles.
Yeah, man.
You're right.
He actually likes that.
I mean, it's bad enough. Cold. It's bad enough you could take a burger and put it under a table leg to balance the table if you had to. When they're fresh. When they're fresh. But you gonna eat them cold?
Oh man. Yeah.
Wait, Barry, you've been doing so well. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
You could have a cheat day, right?
I worked out hard today too, man. I had a great workout this morning, man.
You just bounce back tomorrow. You go hard tomorrow.
Just give them to your kids. Say, kids, this is a gift from me. That's all you do.
No.
Just no. That's it. Just no. Okay.
All right. Seriously?
Yeah, I got to do it.
What's up, people? I appreciate you acknowledging me in the chat here. Happy Wednesday, everybody. What Rob says, hump day.
Hump day. There it is. All right, so here's what we're doing. We had a little audible, Derek, before you hopped on. Coach Marcus is going to hop on at 12:30.
Robert, what are we doing, Rob?
Coach Marcus is going to hop on at 12:30. 1 o'clock, Chris Franklin from the NFL owners meetings in Arizona. And then at 1:30, Greg Murphy from Texas, where the Phillies are taking on the Rangers. tomorrow in the season opener at 4:00. So we got a star-studded next hour and a half. You don't want to move. So let's get a quickie in.
Hey, also, man, if you just people out there, I stopped by Wawa this morning. You got to try that blue lemonade. Oh
Blueberry
my
lemonade.
goodness!
Okay.
Yeah,
so much.
lemonade.
Look how much.
Sugar.
Yeah, look at that. Tons of sugar.
Okay, you got to try the blueberry lemonade. I'm just saying. I'd rather gorge myself on a blueberry lemonade than a dang White Castle burger.
Yes.
Well, they're not even fried. They're steamed, Derek.
What?
They're steamed burgers. They're not fried. They're steamed. So that means they have a little less,
Hold up. Okay.
Yeah.
And all the time that we've discussed these surf and turf burgers from White Castle, you've never told us what kind of alleged fish they put on there with the burger.
It's probably.
Is it carp?
No.
Is it?
You said, is it carp?
Oh, that is gross, man. Yuck.
Is it bullheads? Is it
those are two of the worst eating fish in the world.
Yeah, man.
Buffalo.
I won't be able to eat the rest of the day now.
I mean, I'm just asking, bro. That's all I'm doing.
I mean, come on.
Hey, man, people want to. I'm asking for a friend.
Right.
But like that. But GG Meta, I wish we had a White Castle here. Man, I ain't got no respect for you, man. I ain't got no respect.
Yes.
I gotta be careful too, man, because White Castle may be looking for me. I don't know.
That's true. They put a hit out on you.
Yeah, I gotta be careful, man. But
all right, let's get a timeout in. Let's come back, Coach Marcus, and then
what are we doing again? Coach Marcus,
Chris Franklin.
At 1:00. Oh, we flipped the script.
We're not flipping. We're just adding. We're adding.
Okay.
12:30, Coach Marcus. 1:00, Chris, and then 1:30, Greg Murphy. All right.
Sounds like a plan there, Robert.
You're all caught up, fella.
Let's go, buddies.
Hey, so
shucks, gee golly.
Yes. Gunner, Barrett, Rob, Sports Take. See what I put up with, people?
Right.
And didn't you miss me the first 20 minutes?
I did. We do this every day where you're not on for the first 15 minutes. All right, we'll come back. We'll talk to Coach Marcus. When we return, we are Sports Take, JAKIB Sports YouTube Network. All right, so you heard all the crazy food stuff that we just talked about. This is a lock. This is a guarantee from me, all right? Bravo Pizza is the real deal. Bravo Pizza in Havertown. Thrilled to have them as sponsors of the show. And look, I've been going there literally since I was a little kid. I mean, I am not kidding you. And they've been family-owned since 1985. You got Alex and his unbelievable crew. They are just putting together the best product 7 days a week. And the great thing is their food is fresh. They're not cold like we were just talking about with Barrett. This stuff is fresh, no heat lamp, none of that stuff. Bravo offers 20 different styles of pizza. They have slices to go. I love the upside down. I love the pepperoni. Either one works for me. The other great thing is you can call them up and say, look, I know this may not necessarily be on the menu, but I'm looking for this kind of pizza. You name it, they'll make it specialized your way. All right. They're also committed to the community. Whether it's a fundraiser for a charity, for a school, for a little league, proceeds go to those organizations. You can follow them on Instagram or Facebook at the Bravo Pizza of Havertown. You also have specials on there and promotions. Their address is 1305 Westchester Pike in the Manoa Shopping Center in Havertown. 1305 Westchester Pike, Manoa Shopping Center, Havertown. Give them a call right now. 610-446-3810. 610-446-3810. Bravo Pizza of Havertown.